Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Let's change the topic. Is your dog an introvert or an extrovert? Sounds shocking, right? Tell me, does your dog hide behind you at the dog park while other pups are bouncing around making friends? Or maybe they're the opposite, practically dragging you over to say hi to every single person and dog they see? Well, here's something that might blow your mind. Your dog could literally be an introvert or extrovert, just like humans. And I'm not just talking metaphorically here, there's actual science backing this up. Today we're going deep into the amazing world of dog personalities. You'll learn about surprising research that shows dogs have their own version of the Big Five personality traits. I'll also share some funny viral stories about introvert and extrovert dogs that have taken over the internet. And if you're wondering what type your dog is, I've got expert tips to help you figure it out, whether they're more of a quiet observer or a total people lover. Plus, I'll clear up some big myths about what really shapes a dog's personality. Here's a hint, it's not what most people think. Let's start with the mind-blowing science. Researchers have actually developed something called the Canine Big Five, basically the same personality test we use for humans, but for dogs. They found that dogs have measurable traits like energy, sociability, friendliness, trustworthiness, and even neuroticism. Here's what's crazy. When they studied a bunch of dogs, about 39% were classified as introverts and 61% as extroverts. That's almost a perfect split, just like in human populations. So what does this look like in real life? Extroverted dogs are your classic life-of-the-party pups. They're the ones seeking out play constantly, bold, sociable, maybe a little hyperactive, and definitely not afraid to make some noise. They literally thrive on new experiences and attention. Introverted dogs, complete opposite. They're all about familiar routines and quiet companionship. These are the dogs that might hang back or even hide when things get too chaotic. They're not meeting every stranger. Instead, they bond super deeply with their one or two favorite humans or dog friends. And here's something important that every dog owner needs to hear. Being introverted isn't a problem. As trainer Robert Hausman puts it, being introverted shouldn't be associated with nervousness. Introversion is a normal state of being for many dogs. Your quiet dog isn't broken, they're just wired differently. But here's where it gets really interesting. A 2022 study grouped 24 different dog behaviors into two personality clusters. The extrovert cluster, cheerful, curious, bold, noisy, and dominant behaviors all grouped together. The introvert cluster, loner, timid, lazy, fearful, and alert behaviors. It's like dogs literally have their own personality types that you can predict based on how they act. Now, dog lovers on social media have been having a field day with this whole introvert-extrovert thing, and some of the viral moments are absolutely hilarious. There was this video from April 2025 that got over 3.5 million views, showing two dogs from the same family. You've got Maui, the golden retriever, total extrovert, joyfully greeting everyone at the dog park like he's running for mayor. Then there's Ruby the corgi, grumpily keeping her distance from all the chaos. The video paired Maui's sunshine personality with audio of Ruby basically cussing out the crowd. It perfectly captured that introvert versus extrovert energy in one household. But my personal favorite has to be the introverted dog meetup that happened in Sweden in 2022. I'm not kidding. Dog owners actually organized a meetup specifically for their shy pups to socialize on their own terms. The result? A delightfully awkward dog party where most of the dogs just stood around avoiding eye contact. One reporter said it looked a lot like everyone's first middle school dance. And honestly, that's the most accurate description ever. The video went viral on TikTok and even made CNN news because, let's face it, introverted dogs being awkward in groups is exactly as adorable as you'd imagine. Then there's Chicken Nugget. Yes, that's actually his name. A golden retriever puppy who became internet famous for being an adorably grumpy introvert. This tiny guy had the permanent "please don't" facial expression and would literally hide from attention. He completely defied the stereotype that all golden retrievers are outgoing party animals. And the hashtag introvert dogs on TikTok, it has over 328 million views. People are sharing everything from dogs hiding during parties to using their pets as social buffers. It's both emotional and hilarious how much we see ourselves reflected in our dogs' social tendencies. Now, let me bust some myths that might surprise you. First big one, breed doesn't predict personality as much as you think. I know, you probably assume golden retrievers are always outgoing or that chows are naturally aloof, but a massive DNA study in 2022 found that breed explains surprisingly little about an individual dog's friendliness or introversion. What matters way more? Early learning and socialization. You could have a golden retriever raised in isolation who turns out quite introverted, or a typically reserved breed that becomes super social with proper early experiences. Here's another shocker. Your personality might actually affect your dog's behavior. A University of Pennsylvania study found that dogs with extroverted owners showed greater improvements in overcoming fear than dogs with introverted owners. Apparently, extroverted people are more enthusiastic and likely to seek social activities, which helps their shy dogs gain confidence. Your energy literally rubs off on your pup. And here's something that changes over time. Dog personalities aren't fixed. Research shows older dogs tend to be less extroverted and less open to new experiences. Even those wild puppies often mellow into more reserved adults as they age. So if you've got a crazy, energetic young dog, don't worry, they might chill out eventually. So what do the experts say about handling an introverted dog? The consensus is pretty clear. Understand them, don't try to change them. First rule, being a loner isn't a problem. As trainer Robert Hausman says, dogs that are introverts are great companions. Lean into this rather than forcing them to play with other dogs or engage in overwhelming environments. Your quiet dog can live a perfectly fulfilling life just hanging out with you, making 1 or 2 close dog friends, and doing calm neighborhood walks. If you want to help a timid dog come out of their shell, positive reinforcement is key. Introverted dogs are actually more sensitive to punishment than extroverted dogs, so harsh discipline can totally backfire. Instead, use gentle encouragement, treats, and praise when they try new things. Celebrate small victories, like calmly meeting one new dog, rather than pushing them into chaotic situations. You also need to protect their boundaries. Don't be afraid to advocate for your dog in public. If strangers want to pet your anxious pup, it's okay to politely say no. Some owners even use bandanas or leashes that say, "Nervous, give me space." Your dog will trust you more when they know you've got their back. And just like introverted humans, these dogs need recharge time. Stick to consistent routines, provide a safe, quiet space at home, and don't be surprised if your dog takes a long nap after a busy outing. That's their version of a social hangover. Here's the key. There's a difference between a healthy introvert and a dog paralyzed by fear. If your dog's shyness is so intense they can't go outside or show panic symptoms, definitely consult a professional. But most introverted dogs are just naturally reserved, and that's totally normal. So there you have it. Dogs absolutely can be introverts or extroverts, and it's not just cute internet content, it's real science. Whether your furry friend is a social superstar or prefers quiet cuddles at home, understanding their unique temperament is the key to helping them live their best life. I'm curious, is your dog more of an introvert or extrovert? Drop a comment below and tell me about their personality quirks. And if this video helped you understand your pup better, smash that like button and subscribe for more science-backed pet content. Trust me, once you start seeing your dog's behavior through this lens, you'll never look at them the same way.